And we're getting closer to the end of the season right now for the NBA. The seedings are starting to. Actually, it's a couple of teams that's still in it in the playoff run, the playoff race in the East and in the West. I just want to tell you about the main top 10 right now because, as you know, 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 will have to be in the play-in tournament to get that seventh and eighth seed. If you haven't already, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the Meet You from the Midwest podcast for your latest NBA updates. Um, let's get over to the East first, man. As of right now, just starting from the 10th seed, we got Miami, Chicago, Orlando, Atlanta. Those are 7 through 10. Detroit is number 6, Milwaukee number 5, Indiana number 4, the Knicks number 3, Boston number 2, and Cleveland still holding strong at number 1. Now Cleveland has dropped a couple of games. At one point they were, I want to say 52 and 10 or 53 and 10 or whatever. They lost a couple of games, and now they're down to their 15th loss of the season, which is still impressive for the team that they got. I didn't expect them to be the number 1 seed. I really thought Boston would be the number 1 seed for majority of the year. But like I said, Cleveland been doing their thing all year, man. As far as the seeding go right now, man, 7 through 10 is pretty tight. So either of those teams can play each other. But when you get to the fourth through the sixth, they're just pretty much one game apart. Detroit got 40 wins, Milwaukee got 40 wins, and Indiana has 41 wins. So all these guys are trying to their spots are pretty much secure right now. But it's let me see, it's 82 games in the season. That is 72 right there. 10 games left in the season, man. So it's gonna come down to the wire for them. As of now, I still got Boston winning the Eastern Conference Final. But I believe that right now, Cleveland will be able to give Boston a run for their money. I know both teams are pretty deep, but Boston's the defending champs. I can see that being the Eastern Conference Final as of now. A sleeper of mine right now would be, I would probably say the Knicks would be my sleeper team in the East just because I know when Brunson come back, they're going to be a lot better than what they are now. You got Josh Hart, Karl-Anthony Towns playing lights out. They finally got Mitchell Robinson back, the big center that they need. They needed another big guy out there crashing the boards, getting the rebounds or whatever, and getting some blocks in. But I can see the Knicks being a sleeper team, and I won't hate on Indiana Pacers, man. I know that like with me living in Indiana, I might be the biggest hater, but it's all fun and games. They actually got a solid team. The defense is solid. Halliburton I believe he needs to score more, but Pascal Siakam is the scorer on the team. But you got Nemhart. I can't think of the other guy named Benedict something. It started with like an M. I always forget his name, but the pace is pretty deep, man. They got T.J. McConnell coming off the bench and everything. So I wouldn't sleep on Indiana. Milwaukee, if they get Bobby Portis back when the playoffs start, I think they could take a run as well. And Detroit, like I said, Detroit been looking good all year, man. Definitely a surprise team. But nobody between the 7 and 10, Atlanta, Orlando, Chicago, Miami, they really don't impress me right now. I know Lakers and Lakers and Orlando are currently playing right now, and it's almost midway through the second half. I think the Lakers up a couple points. Hopefully, we can get that win against them. But as of right now, if I had to say at the Eastern Conference Finals, I'm going to go with Cleveland and Boston to be the representatives of the Eastern Conference. Let's move over to the Western Conference standings. Right now, it's even closer in the West because number 12 and 11 they still have a chance to get into the playoffs. And so between 9 and 12, Sacramento, Phoenix, Dallas, and Portland, they all have a chance. Anthony Davis makes his return tonight. I know Kyrie's down for the year. I'm not sure the status on Klay Thompson. But Dallas could possibly make it to the playoffs still, even with all these injuries. Portland has been heating up as lately. They got a young team. If they were to make it to the playoffs, they'd be one and done because they end up playing the first round, which would be OKC, right? Well, yeah, OKC because they're up 13 games. But going from the bottom, Portland, Dallas, they're 11 and 12. Moving into the 10th spot, Phoenix. Sacramento, the Clippers, Minnesota, and then the 6 through 1 we got Golden State, Memphis, LA, Lakers, Denver, and Houston Rockets, and then we got OKC. Now from the two to pretty much 8, all those guys can. You never know who's going to lose or who's going to win because the Lakers on 2 game losing streak, Memphis on a 3 game losing streak, and well, Minnesota just won a game, so they're on a 1 game win streak if you can call it that. But it's pretty tight over in the West, man. If I had to say a pick currently right now, I would still say OKC versus maybe Denver. As much as I've loved my Lakers, we've been losing to some bum teams. We've been battling injuries. I don't know how we're going to look when we get to the playoffs. So as of now, I just got to keep it honest and give my actual opinion. I would say OKC versus Denver Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals. But out of that, like I said, Houston, they're number 2 for a reason. They got a young team. They balling out of control too. I don't know if they really got a leader at the moment on this team, but like I said, they play good as a team. Denver, I know Jokic, Murray, Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon. Once you get all them guys and Braun or whatever his name is, once all those guys get to clicking, man, it's going to be a problem. You can't forget about Goatbrook, Westbrook coming off the bench, man. He can still get you a triple double. He can still score. He can play defense somewhat. They pretty loaded over there with Denver, man. Lakers, my main concern is health, man. If we can get Luka, LeBron, and Reeves to ball out and stay healthy, but we need somebody from the bench to step up. We need Gabe Vincent to step up. We need Vanderbilt to play defense on the top guy on the team, and I think we'll be okay, man. But as of right now, I'm gonna say that OKC and Denver will be the guys representing the Western Conference Final. Currently, my mind will change once we get this. Once the playoffs start, we'll see how the seeding look. But right now, it's a close race between 2 and 7, man. Um, well, seven. Let me see. That's 5 games. 5 games. Houston is 5 games ahead of Minnesota for the 7th spot. So like I say, anything can happen, man. I'm just hoping the Lakers get healthy, man, so we can pull it off, and make it back to the Western Conference Finals. And hopefully, if we make it there, we will be in the finals. So those are my current thoughts about the East and the West race right now for the playoff race. I will revisit this maybe a Thursday. My birthday is this weekend, so I'm gonna try to get another podcast in before the week is up. But make sure y'all tune into the Meet You from the Midwest podcast. I'll make sure I'm continuing being more active. A lot of things been popping up, but I will get in here every week and make some type of content. So make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Jump in those comments. Let me know your early predictions of the playoffs. Who will be in? Who won't make the playoffs? If you're a Phoenix Suns fan, stop fucking talking to me, man. I got a homie that talks shit. He used to be a Lakers fan, but now he's a Suns fan. These motherfuckers is what 9 games behind us. Like y'all not fucking with us, man. Even if y'all was to make it to the playoffs, we'll sweep.